Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aekal, Adinata, speaking today with today's motion. This house will abolish primary and middle school years that group children by their age and instead group them by competency and intelligence. So the first one I would like to point out there's two keywords in this motion. The first one is primary and middle school years. I would like to underline the years because we are talking about children around 6 to 14 years. That also it means that brain it is a brain developing ages deciding who they gonna be in the future ages and golden ages. The golden ages means that they can learn and adapt so easily. So it means that these years, these 6 and 14 years around it, they really curious about anything. They really want to learn anything from anywhere. So I would like to propose that this is the right method to implicate in this 6 to 14 years ages, that which is the golden ages. And the second one is competency and intelligence. What is a competency? Competency means how much they can learn. They can no, I mean that competency means how much they can take or do things, including sports, creativity, etc. Because of what? Because I believe that not only there's no children that in this world that there's a lot of children that love to do sports, love to do creativity stuff, and not only about the intelligence and learning stuff, right? So I would like to underline that this method is including sports class, creativity class, art class, etc. And the second one is intelligence. What intelligence does mean? Intelligence means how much they think and how far they can think. So intelligence means that how they can see something and learn things, how far they understand things, how far they would like to understand things like that. So I would like to propose this status quo that in this motion we're talking about children can develop children can evolve and more and move to higher class. There's so I believe that no I believe that children in the lower class can evolve and develop to move to the higher class, which means they are available to evolve and move to higher class. So there's no discrimination because they have the same changes to evolve and developing. So let's move on to my argument. The first argument is really it is really more competitive because what? Because of the first one, when children with a more competitive intelligence have the same class, will go to the same class, they dominate. They will try to dominate each other because of what? Because children is children naturally didn't want to lose to other children. That's why this is a really good implication because of what? Because children trying to dominate each other and trying to be smarter than his friends or her friends. That's why the first one is really the this method is really valuable and really will have a potential. So the second one is uh they would have a good relation for the future because you know the fact that if they make friends with a lot of people, if they make friend with uh people that smart, people that have a value, this means that in the future they will have a good friends, they will have a really a best friends that may be running some company, a successful company, so they have a really good relation for the future. So the second one is this is a golden ages. Back again to golden ages, they can easily learn new things because they grouping at the how competency and how intellectual intelligence they are, which mean they can learn new things so easily. This mean higher class mean more advanced learning. So children will be smart and be great individuals for the future. And the second one is give And the third one is give influence to lower class. Why it is? When lower class see how cool an upper class would be, automatically they want to be up there too. Because the fact that you guys should know that children really likes something that if it sounds really cool. Like children really like Star Wars or maybe a movie or maybe an anime that really sound like really cool. The fact that there's been research that children get more influence if they see something cool. So I get my point in here. So the second argument is really what is the result for our future for our next generation. The first one is of course it will be increase our human research quality because the first thing is it's easy to search for talent because we're already sort them up by classes. Yeah. And the second one is a lot of intellectual human being that been honed since their primary school ages, which is 6 to 14 years ages. So uh the country, which is the developing country like Indonesia, this is a really good implementation to for us actually. Okay, what is the first problem of developing country? The first problem for developing country is human resource quality. We all know that human resource quality in Indonesia is really not that good. It's really not good as America or maybe a British or maybe a Finland. So I get my point in here. So I want to I want to deliver to you guys that I have the fact, problem, and solution for our developing country to be a advanced country. The first one, the fact that Indonesia is a developing country, and the problem is human resource quality in Indonesia is not really good. It's not really good yet, and the solution is grouping primary and middle schoolers. Yes, the middle schoolers by their competence and intelligence. So, in any conclusion, the first one is intelligence and competency are really important for our generation, for our developing country, of course, to make a better living world like that. So this thing, which is the grouping children around 6 to 14 years by their intellectual and competency, it really would work well in our developing country. And the last one is we're gonna have a dozen of golden generation for our future. So I'd like to propose. Thank you.